The Gift is a 2015 psychological thriller film written and directed by Joel Edgerton. It stars Jason Bateman, Rebecca Hall, and Joel Edgerton. It was Edgerton's feature directorial debut, and damn what a strong debut it was. So, let's stop wasting time and start the review. The Gift centers on a couple named Simon and Robin Callum, I think I'm saying their name right, played respectively by Bateman and Hall, who recently moved into their new Los Angeles home from Chicago. Once they move in, they encounter a peculiar figure named Gordon Mosley, played by Edgerton and nicknamed Gordy, a person from Simon's past who has a lot of shaky history with him. At first, Gordy is willing to let the past go and start over with Simon, but then Simon tells Gordy off due to being put off by him and tells him not to visit them anymore. Now, Gordy is willing to do anything he can to get even with Simon for something he did all those years ago. This is one of those films that are going to be hard to review. Hell, I already feel like I've said a lot with the premise I gave. But all you really need to know is that this is a story that will constantly unfold. Character motivations are kept extremely vague so that when they are finally revealed, they actually hit you. And let's just say your perspective on these characters will change drastically as the film progresses. I give premise an A+. Very fantastic mystery surrounding it. Next is acting, and it was pretty good. I especially have to give props to Joel Edgerton for his portrayal as Gordy. His performance has a perfect balance where he does seem like a nice guy, but you can tell that whatever happened to him in the past is still on his mind. It's a performance that makes you a bit uneasy, but it's a subtlety that drastically helps the mystery surrounding him and why he is so angry with Simon. And Jason Bateman also does a good job of interacting off of Edgerton's character, since there is a tension between the two that makes you want to know more about what their past was like. There's also something genuine about the way he interacts with Rebecca Hall, since it almost makes you forget you are watching two characters on a screen and instead makes you believe that you're actually seeing a genuine couple on screen. I give acting an A+. Now, cinematography was probably one of the strongest things about this movie. The way the camera pans in a lot of scenes really did help to amp up this tension and suspense in some scenes. Especially the slow movements across the house that happen when Robin passes out. It's almost as if it wants you to anticipate something, which genuinely put me on edge. And the fact that the house is seemingly empty only puts you more on edge, since you are led to believe someone or something had to have made her passed out. You just sort of get that idea, especially with like the music and whatnot. I give cinematography an A+. It really did add a lot to the movie. Finally, directing. This is a really impressive film for a directorial debut, and only makes me wish Edgerton would sit in the director's chair more. This is a film that will keep you invested all the way up until the end credits, and I think part of that has to do with the way he weaves the story together. Characters are developed enough so the reveals and turns will hit you just right. There's a slight Hitchcockian approach with the way Edgerton approaches this, and I feel like part of that has to do with how he carefully approaches character motivation and subtlety. I give directing an A+. Overall, while The Gift is not a straight-up horror tale, it still is a very strong thriller with a mystery that will grip you, and even some truly eerie moments on some occasions. It works because of the overwhelming tension and strong character moments, as well as Edgar's powerful filmmaking. I give The Gift an A+. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and sub for more content.